What if we told you that some things you consider assets might not actually be assets at all? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around if you're ready to challenge your understanding of wealth and financial security. It's time to unravel the truth and empower ourselves with the knowledge to make smarter financial decisions. In the pursuit of financial stability, many individuals belonging to the middle class often mistakenly view certain possessions or circumstances as assets, only to realize later that they do not contribute to their true wealth. These misconceptions can have significant implications for their financial well-being. Let's explore 5 common things that are often mistaken for assets by the middle class. Luxury items such as expensive cars, designer clothes, or lavish jewelry can create the illusion of wealth. However, these possessions are typically depreciating assets that drain financial resources rather than generating income. Large houses are often regarded as a symbol of success, but can also become a financial burden. The costs associated with high mortgage payments, property taxes, and maintenance can erode wealth, leaving individuals asset rich but cash poor. Having a high-paying job with a 6-figure salary may seem like a pathway to prosperity. However, solely relying on job income without investing or diversifying one's financial portfolio means trading time for money, which can hinder the ability to build lasting wealth. Consumer debt, including excessive credit card debt, car loans, or personal loans, can create a false sense of affluence. Unfortunately, these liabilities drain income through interest payments and impede the accumulation of true assets. Counting on an inheritance as a future asset is uncertain and speculative. Rather than relying on potential windfalls, focusing on building one's own financial foundation through sound financial practices is crucial. It is important to remember that true assets are income generating or appreciating investments that contribute to long-term financial well-being. By understanding these distinctions, individuals can make wiser financial decisions and work towards building genuine wealth. To begin with is their house, which is often seen as an asset, but it is a liability if it doesn't generate income. The expenses associated with home ownership, such as mortgage payments, property taxes, and maintenance, make it a drain on finances. Similarly, cars are frequently misconstrued as assets. However, unless they generate income, they are liabilities. The cost of car payments, insurance, and fuel outweigh any potential value they may hold. Despite being essential for a home, furniture is not considered an asset as it typically does not appreciate value. Instead, it is classified as a depreciating asset since its worth diminishes over time. Clothing, another item commonly mistaken as an asset, also falls into the category of depreciating assets. Once worn, their value decreases significantly. Education can be an asset if it leads to a well-paying employment. However, it cannot be considered an asset if one fails to utilize their education to generate income. To make informed financial decisions, it is crucial to understand the distinction between assets and liabilities. Assets contribute positively to your financial situation, while liabilities deplete resources. Focus on acquiring assets that generate income and appreciation while minimizing liabilities. When distinguishing between assets and liabilities, it is crucial to consider a few key factors. Firstly, assets are those that generate income, while liabilities incur costs. Assets have the potential to bring in money through various means, such as rental income from a property or dividends from investments. On the other hand, liabilities require ongoing financial obligations like mortgage payments or monthly subscription fees. Secondly, assets tend to appreciate over time, whereas liabilities depreciate. Assets can potentially increase in worth due to market factors or improvements made to them. For example, real estate properties often appreciate over the years. In contrast, liabilities generally lose value as time goes on, such as a car depreciating in worth as it ages. Lastly, assets have the advantages of being sellable for cash, while liabilities do not offer that option. If you possess an asset like stocks or real estate, you have the ability to sell them and convert them into cash. However, liabilities like personal loans or credit card debt cannot be sold in the same manner. To determine whether something should be classified as an asset or a liability, it is helpful to ask yourself a set of questions. Firstly, consider whether the item contributes to your income or depletes it. It is likely an asset if it generates income or has the potential to do so. Next, evaluate whether the item appreciates or depreciates in value. If it has the potential to increase in worth, it is likely an asset. Lastly, determine if you can sell the item for cash. It is likely an asset if it can be sold and converted into cash. By carefully examining these aspects and asking yourself these questions, you can better understand whether an item should be categorized as an asset or a liability. This knowledge will enable you to make more informed financial decisions and work towards building a stronger financial foundation. Due to various reasons and societal influences, the middle class often falls into the trap of mistaking certain things for assets. This misinterpretation can be attributed to factors such as a desire for status, a lack of financial education, and the pervasive influence of consumer culture. One significant factor in societal pressure which tends to equate material possessions with success and wealth. As the middle class strives to attain higher social standing, they may feel compelled to acquire luxury items or reside in large houses as symbols of their achievements. Consequently, they mistakenly believe these possessions are assets, disregarding their limited contribution to long-term financial growth. Another factor is a lack of financial literacy. Not everyone has access to comprehensive financial education. The middle class is no exception. Without a solid understanding of the distinction between assets and liabilities, individuals may make flawed assumptions about what qualifies as an asset. This deficiency in financial knowledge can lead to poor decision-making and the misclassification of certain possessions or circumstances as assets. The prevalence of instant gratification in consumer-driven societies also plays a role. Middle-class individuals often prioritize immediate pleasures, such as purchasing luxury items or indulging in extravagant experiences, without considering the long-term financial implications. This mindset causes them to view these expenditures as assets rather than recognizing them as liabilities that deplete their financial resources. Emotional attachments further cloud judgment when determining whether something is truly an asset. Middle-class individuals may assign sentimental value to certain possessions, like family heirlooms or collectibles, leading them to believe that these items hold significant worth. However, sentimental value does not necessarily translate into financial or income-generating potential. Moreover, the lack of investment knowledge poses a challenge. Building wealth requires wise investment decisions, but middle-class individuals may have limited exposure to investment opportunities or lack the knowledge to identify true assets. Consequently, they may mistakenly perceive high-paying jobs or the expectations of inheritance as assets, neglecting the importance of building a diversified investment portfolio. To counter these misconceptions, the middle class must prioritize financial literacy. Individuals can make informed financial decisions by educating themselves about personal finance, distinguishing between assets and liabilities, and developing a long-term wealth-building mindset. Understanding the true nature of assets and avoiding the misclassification of possessions or circumstances will enable them to achieve lasting financial stability and prosperity. Remember, building true wealth requires a clear understanding of what assets truly are. Don't fall into the trap of mistaking these 5 common things for assets when they're actually not. By avoiding these misconceptions, you can make smarter financial decisions and position yourself for long-term prosperity. It's time to redefine your perception of assets and focus on acquiring true wealth-building resources. Invest your time, energy, and money into assets that generate income and appreciate over time. Break free from the middle-class mindset and embark on a journey toward financial freedom. Start building a solid foundation for your future today. For more of such interesting videos, like and subscribe to us.